Chuck's happy, Chuck. Wait a minute. It says we're live. Okay, 3 seconds. I'm going to hit this. I was really laughing out loud at in a galaxy of drones. Chuck was giving me hell before we went live. He was like, "Oh, you're ripping off Star Wars," and I was like, "Dude,
how original!" I was thinking
it was like Sunday night, right?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't have an idea for a trailer." And I had made that thing at the very end with like the neon and stuff, and it degrading into that. And I was like, well, I got to lead into something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll do a text crawl. And then the next thing from a text crawl led into, okay, an opening, you know, and then I went to Epidemic Sound, and it was the perfect song. And, you know, I was like, I've just got to.
That is a Back to the Future feel to it. That song is a Back to the Future feel. There's Bob.
Hey, Bob.
He's like stepping on them, man. He's like stepping on them here live for everybody.
What's your name? Bob. B-O-B.
No, just Bob.
Just Bob.
All right, so I will roll around the room, let everybody give their greetings this week and tell everybody what they're up to. But please, if you've got something that you're going to release this week, don't tell us till the end of the show when you're saying your good evening. Just gonna tell us if you want to if you released a video last week, that's what you want to tell us about right now. So first up, I'm going to go to Chuck.
I didn't release anything, but Lori flew a Mini 2 and made a video of it, so that was fun. How's everybody doing? We're still flying this thing around. It's a lot of fun. Finally got one, and it's a lot of fun. Highly recommended. Cool. Chuck approved.
And next, I'm going to go to Bob.
Well, hi. I'm packing. I'm getting ready for this European tour here.
Yay! That looks familiar.
Those are European QR codes. One is for me, and one is for the drone. And
are they country specific or good for anywhere in Europe?
CE.
Well, it's
CE. It's all Europe.
But once you
wait a minute. So Bob, you're bound to your drone.
What's that?
You're bound to your drone.
Yes. One is the pilot.
Like the 9 rings.
The drone itself. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
So you can fly in all 26 European Union countries. I understand, except Turkey. I found that out today.
Those turkeys. That's right. I said CE. I meant EU. I meant EU.
Next, I'm going to roll over to Brian.
I'm taping the show because whenever Bill does this to me, makes me a big screen, I can't see it. So now I can see it, I can hear, and I can play it back later. So this is cool. So I'm going to tape the whole show this way.
Oh, see, okay.
You just want to watch yourself on TV later.
No, he's taking his glasses off so he looks younger.
Is that what that is?
What it is?
Oh. And as you can see, our guest of honor, of course, the return of the shore.
Yes. How's it going, everybody?
Pretty good. How you doing?
The only thing exciting I have to show you is these Pez Star Wars dispensers.
Ooh.
I have-
wait, do it again.
I have a whole bag of them here.
Uh-huh.
I've got a Stormtrooper.
Nice.
Got Darth Vader.
Cool.
These I've had since I've had them for a long time. And
I wouldn't advise eating the candy.
oh,
Yoda?
Pez is like prepper food, man. You can eat
Yeah, I
that
was
stuff
going to say
forever.
it last one last generation.
Yeah, they should just be selling those. They should.
Ooh, Yoda.
You go to the doctor's office.
yes.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I'm sorry.
Try you must.
Very cool.
Register your drone. You must.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm trying. I've got to be good. He was being proper. I was going to say something about the Pez candy causing an
Very
impaction.
cool. What about the Pez? What?
Is this from personal experience?
I was just because he was talking about, it's kind of like pre food, and I was like, yeah, but what happens if you go to the doctor and it causes an impaction?
Well, how much do you eat, man? They're tiny. They're like Tic Tacs.
Yeah, but you can't stop. You just drain the whole Pez. You load the Pez machine up. It's like, yeah, and then they're gone.
Oh, wait, look. Warren's like, look.
Till the spring breaks.
Disney
Always the spring always
copyrights,
breaks.
right.
Oh no!
Oh,
well,
boy.
you did have the Star Wars theme going, so that's why I.
No, it wasn't Star Wars. That was
Oh.
Epidemic Sound.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, yes.
No, I noticed the song was just close enough to get the point across.
Yeah.
It was
It
awesome.
was good. There's
What
some
was
good
it?
stuff on Epidemic.
Chuck was like, sounded really Back to Future to me.
Mm. It does. It sounds more Back to the Futurist to me than it does, or like Raiders of
Wait,
the Lost Ark, which
so-
I mean is the same vibe, but it's not.
Can I ask
Like
a
Star
quick
Wars.
question of Chuck? Because I went to get my food. I hadn't eaten yet, and I didn't want to be hungry during the show, so I went and got some food. I came back in, and I was standing there just off camera eating, and I guess you guys could hear me because you said something about me chomping.
You can see you chewing when you came back to the camera.
But
So you go.
did you have some Muverio glasses?
Yeah, I still have
there you
them. I
go.
still have the BT300s.
Here we go.
Wow.
I was trying them with the RC Pro, and they work, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
really?
good
Well-
HDMI out, right?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
things,
720p though.
I sold those to. Do you guys know Roosevelt? I sold
Yes,
those
yes,
to Roosevelt like 2 years ago. He really wanted them. He was really excited about them, and I sold mine to him because those
Yeah.
things were actually pretty cool.
Well, I have the box. So the box
Kelly?
with
Do you
the
want
box
to
that plug right into the bottom of the controller, the USB-C.
Okay, just for a second, Chuck. Let me, Kelly, if you want to, you can eat for a second. I'm going to call out some people in the audience.
Yeah. I'll
Here,
eat
real
while
quick.
you're calling out.
Okay,
people.
and here's Covaction. Here's drone shots, and let's see, Michael Drones, Jim's droning, Akira Show, B-Max. Anyway, Wayne B, 107 drone shots again. Lauren Donauer, glad to have you in the house. Old Farts with drones. Let's see. Charles Galuski. Let me see. Who else might have seen? Charles. I already got Charles. Scott's in the house. Jackrabbit FPV. Charles Hatmaker. Trying to get through here. AZ Drone Dude. Arco Drone Solutions. Susan Lee. Ron's usually here to help point out that Ron's a little under the weather this evening. That's why you don't see Ron here. Chris is with his grandkids. They just popped up. He's going to try to pop in here in a little bit. Uncle Bill's Toys, he was here earlier. He's still talking in the chat. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I've missed. Maddie's Drone World's in the house. Fly Zone Drones. I saw Sergio earlier. Brant Aerials. Glad to have everyone here. So, if somebody just keep yelling at me, say, Bill, say my name live, and I will do my best. So, with any further ado, I finally got, here it is, in this lovely GPC case.
It's much smaller than the GPC cases we're used to. Yeah, that's much more
Nice.
compact for travel.
Okay, so can I tell you guys? I have not touched one of those. However, we had a meetup last weekend on Saturday, and we had probably about 8 people come out in the Texas heat. I mean, like 106 that day was the high, but it was me and Kai and Chris Waters, Sunrise Water Media, as you guys know him, and several other folks. Mike, Texas architecture drone guy, Michael Wright came down from Dallas. Anyway, Michael Wright had one, And I had been off retrieving a crashed FPV drone, as I'm often doing, making that walk of shame. And I'm coming back, and there's a drone hovering, but I don't hear it. And I looked at it, and I was like, wait a minute. There's a drone hovering, but I don't hear anything. It was the Mini 3. It is so dang quiet.
It's just pretty quiet.
Like that was my, and then I didn't get a chance to fly it. But yeah, I don't even have one. I think I would get it just for that by itself.
Uncle Bill's adult toys.
Yeah, I can still hear. I don't think it's that much quieter than the Mini 2, honestly. My opinion is when I'm sensitive to it, I think people can hear it flying around other people.
Oh, Jesus.
Whatever.
No,
I still notice it.
I seriously walked up because there had been some FPV drones flying. There had been Air 2S flying. I walked up and I saw it hovering there, and I could not hear a thing.
It's a lot quieter than any of the other drones, but it's not far off from the Mini 2, really. The Mini 2 is pretty damn quiet, but it is quieter than that.
I have a Mini 2, but it's probably been 6 months since I've flown it, at least.
Yeah, like I was saying before, Lori took that over. That's now her drone. She loves
it's
flying little. It's a cute. Well, she's learning how to fly on it too, and they're like, if she
drone.
smacks it into a tree, $300, get another one. So it's like, cheap trainer drone, and really capable. That thing is capable.
Well, the only thing that's really stopping me from buying the Mini 3 is that it's not compatible with the RC Pro yet.
It will be.
I have an RC Pro. Yeah, as soon as it is, I'll get one. But I have an RC Pro, and I've got the Mavic 3, I've got the Air 2S, and I want one more that'll fly with the RC Pro. Right, that's my hope.
Right now, ironically, as you know, Kelly, the new controller that ships with the Mini 3 Pro works with the Mavic 3.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does. They added it on.
The one with the screen?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, actually.
It does, because I ordered it, and yeah, I can control either drone with it. But really, like you, if I could only carry one controller around, I want it to be this bad boy.
Yeah, that thing. Oh man, the RC Pro is just so.
This thing is just better than the new RC. Now, granted, it weighs twice as much. It just does. So if you want to carry something,
though. It's so bright.
It's way brighter. It's way brighter than the RC that ships with the Mini 3 Pro. But the Mini 3 Pro, it's just so light. You can put it in your bag. It weighs nothing.
And the Mini 3 Pro, I think you can actually use the Air 2S controller, like the original Air 2S controller.
You can. You can even buy the drone ball by itself and use the RC1N with it if you want. And everybody has like 2 of those around at least.
People have bound it with the other controller.
I've got 2 of those.
Between the quiet props, and I didn't know you could bind it to that RC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is why I'm surprised it doesn't work with the RC Pro.
It will. Just DJI's taking their sweet ass time. They're taking their sweet ass time, but it should. There's no reason it shouldn't.
Oh wait. Okay.
Brian get away with.
Did Maddie say he was going to take it soon or something? And because I'm seeing the saying good luck. I'm sorry. What did I miss?
What did Maddie say? 107? What's he talking about? What I miss? What I miss?
They were talking to him about when are you getting your 106? Oh, first week of August, right? Yeah. There we go. First week of August.
I've been encouraging him. He keeps saying he wants to be a pro drone flyer. And I said, well, you got to start there. And I've been pushing on him.
That's the big hill to get over. Then the renewal, the recursive's a piece of cake. You can't fail the recursive.
Easy.
Yeah,
it's like you take it like this. Yep.
Funny story about the recursive is I actually was gonna take I was due for mine, and then COVID hit, and so I didn't. All the testing centers were closed and all that, so I didn't take it, and then I put it off just long enough to where they put it online and made it super easy, and I was like, okay. And when I finally did it, it was so easy.
Yeah,
the recursive is pretty easy.
Recursive's a piece of cake. The first one, Kelly, I took the first 107 right before they slammed the 107 sites down. I snuck in on the 30th of March in 2020 and just barely got it done. That was great. But when I redid it this March, you're right. The recursive was easy.
I took the recursive so I could fly at night.
I wanted that too.
I immediately took it, even though I didn't need to for another year.
You couldn't beat the price.
But do you have to apply to fly at night?
No.
You can automatically fly as long as you
fly at night. Now,
well, I can't anyway because of the airport. It's a pain, so I'd have to drive
typically.
You need to tell them
I don't fly at night, but I want the freedom to do so.
Anyway,
the right to do so.
I was driving back from Houston about a week ago. I'd gone to see my mom, and I had the Evo Light Plus with me, which has been my camera drone of choice recently. I really like the Evo Light Plus. Stopped in Lockhart, Texas. Have you guys ever seen the movie? I think it's called Waiting for Guffman. It's kind of a anyway. Same guy, Christopher Guest. He's actually in Better Call Saul right now. He's the brother. He was in Spinal Tap. He was in a whole bunch of these comedy movies. Anyway, he was in Waiting for Guffman as well. The
Is he still married
courthouse.
to Jamie Lee?
I don't know. But the courthouse in Lockhart, Texas, is where they actually it was the shot they used for the courthouse in Waiting for Guffman. Like it's supposed to be the town that they're in. And so I decided to stop. It's right off the highway on the way back from Houston. Decided to stop and fly around that courthouse. I was at sunset, and I got some beautiful shots with it. But then the sun just went down, and I just kept going. And man, I was getting all these shots of like the traffic going by and the lights, and it was clear line of sight. I had the thing just right above me, basically, just kind of going back and forth. The Evo Light in dark is amazing. That's kind of my point. And the weirdest thing was usually when I stop at a small town like that, there's some Karen or country hick that comes up and wants to give me a grief about it. Nobody, like I was by myself the whole time. It was awesome.
I've actually had no Karen experiences. I should knock on wood.
I'm gonna feel bad.
I was at a playground on Sunday.
It's my turn, damn it.
Sorry.
I have a friend named Karen, and I'm from Southwest Virginia. So I don't know, because he said, anyway, because
it's a dude named Karen.
I said I'm just because you call it a Karen. I said I have a friend named Karen, and I'm not going to say anything about because I didn't ask. We were just friends.
Oh, there's a lot of good Karens out there.
But there are actually my mother-in-law is named Karen, and and
I'm from Southwest Virginia, so I might be considered a hick.
Yeah,
be.
No, yeah, totally. No, I was thinking of you when I said that. You would be the kind of guy that walk up, "Hey, what's that? Hold my beer."
Actually, I've figured out that it's bubble gum. It's bubble gum. The mystery Fanta is bubble gum. So that's my theory on that one. Yes, that's my beer for the evening. I haven't even. I got to go get a mango loco here in a minute.
A mango loco.
To get back on track. And I already asked you this, Chuck, and we talked about it a little bit. What memory cards would you use or do you use in your Mini 3 Pro? Anyone in the chat? Anyone on the panel?
I've been using the Samsung
Extreme Pro.
Extreme Pros, but no, not why using whatever
Extreme
Samsung.
Pro.
Evo, the Evos,
Samsung
these little
or
dudes.
SanDisk.
SanDisk.
Well, Samsung Evos, I've been using.
I like the Lexars. I use
Lexar?
Lexars.
I've had good luck with those too. And
What are you
now
using, Bob? SanDisk Extreme
I
Pro?
was just going to go get it. Extreme Pro, the SanDisk 128
Is it-
Extreme
Is
Pro.
it the black and red?
Black and red.
Yeah.
I've
Those
switched
are
to
good.
those recently. Those are pretty solid.
Yeah. I haven't had it.
She's
Although
trying
I've
to get me
used
one.
the golden red ones, the Just Extreme. I
Alexa,
have
go
used
home.
that without a
Alexa,
problem.
go home. Don't order.
Don't order what?
Don't order the Extreme or the Extreme Pro.
He was about to order one.
I've just found the Lexars are a little cheaper, and I've
Yeah.
never had any problems with them.
I think they're all made in the same straw hut myself.
Yeah, they
but I
are.
can't-
They are. It's like ranch and blue cheese, right?
last-
They come out of the same vat.
The last thing they
ranch
do
or
is they
blue cheese?
the last thing they do is they print the brand name on the thing.
I've always had good luck with SanDisk. Like when in my Mavic 2 Pro, I had an Extreme Pro in it. Remember when you could get it from DJI when you got the drone?
It was
You
electric.
could actually order it from them.
I think you still can. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are actually really solid. I switched to those recently
How much
because
did you spend for that, Bob?
They're about $20.
Is that a
For
60?
128?
that's a 64, right?
128, yeah.
What's a 128 for like 20 something dollars?
So
20,
can I just-
25
can I
bucks,
just-
something like that.
Give us your link.
Can I just give you a quick pro tip? I only do 64s in my drones because if it crashes, I don't want to have 128 gigs. Like I basically want to have to change the card out every so often. So if I'm filming,
Exactly right.
if I'm filming all day, I'd much rather have 60. 32 is too small, but 64 seems to be that sweet spot.
64 is just right.
28, I would just, I would have 2 of them and swap them every so often, just so you know.
My wife has a photography business, and we used to keep 4 gigabyte CF cards because of that reason, if
just so you had to swap them.
If we have to, we can do a whole photo shoot on a 4 gig, and and then we have to download it and reformat it.
Well, for the drones, I agree with Kelly. I use a 64, and I like to. I change them with the battery if I'm not super pressed. That way, if I lose the drone, right, and it just I get rid of Mr. Murphy that way. Mr. Murphy's always waiting to screw you.
Right.
But the ground cameras, I'm just the opposite. I'll put a massive, like a 256 in the ground camera because.
Oh, whoa! What about
I use that more
controllers?
anyway.
How many people have SD cards in their controllers?
Well, of course you do. If there's a slot, you have a freaking card in there.
I have a 32 in there.
And that gets a bigger one too, because for the same reason, it's on the ground with me. I don't.
Yeah, it's not going to end up behind a building somewhere.
Okay, so you would put a 128 in the controller and a 64 in the drone.
The controller you can get by with a lesser card.
You can, but the cache is nice. It's nice for the bigger card for the cache, and then you only need the cache if you crash. So it's like.
What? Look at this. 256 or 400.
Dang.
Those are big cards.
Well, I just realized because I flew. When I first got here's my story. Thank you for everybody telling me about that. When I first got the drone yesterday, it was like 26 mile an hour winds with 45 mile an hour gusts. And I'm like,
ooh, high wind test.
High wind test. So I go out on my deck, right? Literally, and I literally lift it up about 8 feet.
Did it go like
ground. I take some pictures. I take a video of her hovering, and then I lowered it back down.
How did it do? I mean, was it windy where you were standing, or was it kind of sheltered?
Oh yeah, it was still getting 30 mile an hour winds, and it was true as could be.
Yeah.
True as could be. I still, though, considering I just got, and I had not, what was so crazy, and this is why, I had the little, DJI refresh card that came with my drone. But I was so eager to do it. I was, because it's sitting here and I'm like, oh, and it's like, give us a serial number for this, and give us a serial number for this, and then bind it to your account. And then it was like, and then it says, give us a serial number for the drone. And I was like, oh man, because I needed the box, right? So I was like, shit, here I'm on the back of the deck. I'm ready to
screw it up in the air.
I was like, cancel. And it reminded me I had 48 hours. So then that was, that was another reason that I didn't go up and risk it anymore. And I came back in, and it took me probably 45 minutes, and I finally got it to go through.
There's no refresh on this dude.
I got refreshed on mine. It wasn't too bad of a deal. So I
the
don't
props
have
are just like the mini Mavic 3 props. So
okay, Lauren, cool. When Lauren was here earlier, he tried to explain that it was the same noise, but because of the length of the props, it was quieter.
It's a lower pitch, maybe.
Yes, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, the props are definitely bigger than the Mini 2. It's we were talking about that last show, weren't we, Bill? Showed the two side by side.
Yep. Okay. So kind of moving on a little bit, I'm going to go on vacation soon. And since I know Bob's leaving, I'm just going to go stay at his house. So anyway,
Bob's got a nice place, I hear.
I was thinking about, because and the reason I was already talking to Chuck about this, I've already verified that the original Pocket filters will work on the Pocket 2.
100%.
Which is awesome. And since we also already talked about how Best Buy has screwed everybody over, there's no Elite Plus, there's no Elite, it's just everybody's a customer and you get singular points, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, but they have a 15-day, no questions asked return policy.
You want to see, Bill?
So what I'm thinking, here's the thing,
Pocket and Pocket 2.
What I'm thinking is I can use one on my vacation and return it within the 15-day span, because I expect there to be a Pocket 3 with a big, huge-ass sensor on it coming out about November time.
Yeah, it's coming.
Wait, where are you going on vacation?
I Las Vegas. I'm staying at Bob's house. I know Bob's leaving.
He's going to Lost Wages.
Nice.
Las
I'm not
Vegas,
one of the- I'm
Nevada.
not-
You could do
I'm
one of
not
those,
one of those.
hyperlapses walking through the casino, you know, like
Uh-huh.
just walk real slow and do a
Yeah.
hyperlapse of that.
They don't like
No,
you carrying cameras to
Security
the
will
casino
probably
too
get
much.
you know, there's a
No,
Oh,
I was just there with my son. Actually, it was his first time there. He was playing in a lacrosse tournament in what's the town? There's a town just outside of Vegas. But anyway, it was his first time
Henderson
there.
is like
Henderson, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like filming him the whole time. A big sports complex, but I was filming his reactions to everything because he was just like, "What? What?" I mean, it's first time you go there, it's just mind blowing, you know.
yes.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like
Bill's
Disney
first
World. There's a
time.
Disney
Wait,
World
this is your
kind of
first time
impression.
going. Where are you staying, Bill?
The Venetian.
Oh, very
Nice
fancy.
place.
Oh, well, my wife was like, she just looked at me and she goes,
I'm gonna go on the
picked
gondola
one.
ride. Let the guys sing to you
said,
and everything.
She's already picked out a bunch of different stuff. I think she may have already picked out one of the zip lines. She looked at the one weird like tilt-a-whirl thing that actually swings out off of
Ugh.
and I was like,
Oh, that's
nah.
off.
I was like, I tell you what, I'll film you from the
Stratosphere.
bottom.
Stratosphere, yeah.
I
That's
told
the
her,
Insanity or something. I think
Yeah.
is that Insanity?
high
Is that the one?
roller.
that
no,
goes
no,
out?
wait. You
I
understand?
forgot
I
what
had
it's called, but
I don't do any of that stuff.
you
That's
know how
yeah.
my humor is. It's really, really dry. So at which point when my wife suggested that, I said, honey, that's okay. I'll film you from down here, but I need you to sign this piece of paper before you get on. And she didn't take that too well.
turn over all your assets to
sign everything over.
her.
We got a nice insurance policy for you.
You know, I was
Well, you
but
know,
she didn't- yeah.
I'll say actually, one of the coolest things I think is going to see the water. It's free, you know, just the water show.
Bellagio.
At the Bellagio.
Bellagio.
That's
which is
always,
not far from where we're going to be. So
That's always kind of, you know, you
Now-
just go out there and hang out, and then there's all these crazy people running around.
I've
Street
seen
entertainment.
drone video. Somebody took off from the parking garage of the Paris Hotel, which is
Yes.
across the street from the Bellagio,
Yeah.
and hovered above the drone show or hovered above that water show and came back. I mean,
They got away
obviously
with it. Wow.
Totally illegal, but
Yeah.
there's a guy who's got a video on YouTube doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but it's so close. It's so close to the airport that it's a no-no. And
Yeah.
Well-
Well, and also you got
many
helicopters,
people.
like tourist helicopters,
Always.
right through the
right
middle
there.
of the
I was
strip.
on one of those helicopters. Yeah,
Well,
I would appreciate if
yeah.
you don't fly a drone when there's
Well,
a helicopter and I'm in it or anybody's in it.
The thing that's so
I,
cool. Yeah. Well, since Bob lives there, right? So Bob and I've been talking back and forth, and you know, and so Bob is got a dear friend there who I'm going to pay to pick us up at the airport and drop us off again when we leave.
Nice.
And he's going to show us. Since I've never been, he's kind of, you know, I've already talked to him. He's really excited about. Oh, I want you to see this and this and this and this. And my wife, because
He was a former casino host at
Oh,
the
he knows it.
Sahara
You
Hotel.
guys have to go.
And
you
then
have
at the
You have to vlog the graveyard, the boneyard for all the old signs.
yeah,
just
the
north of the
Neon Museum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, she's already said there's like a grocery store that she said we needed to go to. That was kind of, she said it was my kind of store because it had like otherworldly products and it was like psychedelic and stuff. It's like a convenience store, but you got to pay to go through it. And I was like, okay, because when I was little, oh God, we're going squirrel early. When I was little, we used to go to the Smokies all the time. We used to go to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg when very few people knew about it before Dolly dropped her wood, you know. So anyway, you know, that was the way it was. And we would go over to Cherokee and visit the Indian village because back then it was, you got to go see the Indians in the teepee and stuff, and it wasn't casinos and all this stuff. It was, you got to visit the zoo and the bears and all this. Hey, what's going on? Hey, hadn't seen you forever. It's Neil, man. Good to see you, dude. Sorry, didn't mean to stop the show in the middle of it. But anyway, to get back on track, we'll do that later when I go through the squirrel moments. Thank you very much for the information about the SD cards and stuff. What is everybody's plans for this summer as far as fly-ins or meetups? I know that Kelly's going to take this year off from Spin Up. So, like, are you all going to, like, I know Bob's going to, his Spin Up, I guess, this year is going to be Europe by drone and handheld photographs or video. Chuck, what are you going to do? What's your fly-in plans, or what are you going to do with a drone this summer?
I'm just going with Lori. She'll be flying a little bit, I think, but Alaska's the next on the docket that's big.
Hey, very cool, very cool.
So that'll
Brian?
be Mavic 3 Mini 3 territory, I'm pretty sure.
Brian, what are you going to be doing?
I'm hoping to actually make it out to one of the Central Texas meetups when the weather gets a little cooler.
Yeah, it was
gonna-
pretty brutal last week.
Now, I'm going to make kind of a day of it because I know New Braunfels area pretty well, and I'd like to get down to San Antonio that night because I have some drones that I like to do night shots with.
Oh yeah. It's close. I mean, it's close to San Antonio, but
yeah.
Bob, you see this?
I'd say probably September would be.
No, don't do that, Bob.
The mountain, yeah.
Don't sacrifice to the volcano.
No, no volcanoes.
Well,
So-
it'd be great for YouTube as a final hurrah. Just make sure you have the cash. You know.
Okay, everybody just
So
okay, there's-
Michael and Sergio are doing
Yes.
doing the Midwest meetup, right?
In
Yes.
Rolling Meadows, which is where I grew up from third grade to after high school. Yeah.
And that I think because I just got an email about today. I hadn't heard about it, but I got an email about it today. I'm going to be in Michigan doing a bike ride that weekend, and then I was actually there it is. I was actually planning to go from there down to. I was going to go to because I didn't go last year to Minefield after that. But I mean, I'd love to go to this if August 13th. Wait, is that a Sunday? What day is that?
13th of August?
I
What
know
are the
one thing,
dates
it'd be a lot cooler up there.
Is a Saturday.
Yeah, cooler there than
let's see.
Las Vegas. That's
Yeah.
for
So
Saturday.
13th and
13th
14th.
is Saturday.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to be. I'm going to be in Frankenmuth, Michigan that weekend. I already have everything booked for that. It's a German town north of Detroit, kind of up between Detroit and the Upper Peninsula.
Coolness.
Yeah. That's a beautiful area of Chicago suburbs there.
Maddie's going to be up
Northwest
there.
suburbs.
Yeah,
And,
no, I man, I'm sorry that I already booked the thing.
And he
with-
might
it's
be 107 by then too.
one of my high school
Chicago,
buddies.
huh? That's wow,
Yeah.
that's one of the few places because it's a hub I can get a direct flight there.
Yeah,
Be
Yeah.
there in under 2 hours.
And it's one of the cities where you can
we take
fly
off.
in the downtown
I've-
section of the city.
Did you
can
tell me
act
this
like
last week?
Houston.
Bob, I think you mentioned that like last week. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. It's one of the few cities you can actually.
Here's your
You know.
question, Kelly.
Can you survive it? That's the question.
If you don't get robbed for your drone, yeah. Take your SD card out when you land immediately.
yeah. So I just responded.
Your
I
karma
haven't had
is-
any. So I wouldn't be surprised because of ERCOT. I don't know if you guys heard about 2020. I think it was. We had the rolling blackouts because of the cold. Now we're having them because of the heat here. It's
Right.
been like 104 for the last 5 days, and everybody's running their ACs. And
Yeah.
we have a crappy power system here. So,
The grid's weak. The entire United States power
well,
grid
I
is
think
to
Texas
the
in
max.
particular, Texas, the power
No.
capital with all of our oil derricks and all that. We do not have a good power infrastructure.
I don't want to get into the politics of. There's some crazy extremist group. that
Okay,
decided
and
to- anyway, we'll stop.
moving on.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Yeah, we
Hey,
don't have
the
enough
next
power to charge all these things that people want to charge. Let's leave it at that.
I have a
Only
battery bank though. I have a
112 in
large
my
battery bank.
backyard
You
today.
need that thing, Kelly. That thing's awesome.
Yeah,
The big bank thing.
I've got a battery bank with one of those solar panels that you put out. So
Nice.
I can
That's
charge that thing in 5 minutes.
see,
right
you're,
now.
you're
It's
off
so
the
hot.
grid. You're self-sufficient. You're
That's
good
right.
to go.
That's right.
5 minutes with that panel.
No, probably 4 hours. Honestly,
You can literally charge it in 4 hours. I would think
That's impressive. That's
I was
actually.
gonna say, that's-
Yeah, hold on. I got it right here. Let me.
I think
I
that's
was gonna
impressive. If
I
you can
thought
charge
those
that.
things kind of barely gave you any kind of juice.
No. Check this thing out. This is. The,
Oh, okay. that's
1.21 gigawatts.
There's all that-
Great,
there's all
Scott.
that solar power.
Captain, we're giving her all she's got.
Ah, that's really cool.
But-
That is
but,
really, really cool.
Tuesday, my wife's parents have a house in upstate New York, and so Tuesday I'm going there, and I'm super excited about that because it's only 75 degrees up there. So I'm just excited to get
Well, you're
out.
up in my neck of
Okay,
the woods
Kelly,
now,
what
man.
town upstate New York? Because I got
Yeah.
relatives.
Alexandria Bay.
Okay.
Hey, Bay. Yeah,
I
I
know
might
where
be
it
up.
is.
Yeah,
That's
I know
an
Bay.
hour and a half from me.
For real?
For real, yeah. You gonna go to Bolt Castle?
Yeah. So
You can't fly Bolt Castle at Bolt Castle, but you can sneak in from outside.
So if you've been in A Bay, there's actually a park right across from Bolt Castle, and I've done a ton of flying there from Singer. So her parents have a house on an island, so you can see Bolt one direction and you can see Singer Castle the other direction from
very cool.
Parents' house.
I like about
y'all
New York.
gonna-
You
y'all
own
wanna-
an island.
Okay,
Yeah.
before I go into
Anywhere
this,
else.
before I go into this next one, I got
Not many places, no.
Before I go into this next subject, I gotta tell you something that I got an email about before we went live, and I was laughing about it when we went live because I was reading the email and it was hilarious. Okay, I have said this on multiple shows, and it's not his fault. It's my fault for being a fanboy. I had and I've said it before, Billy Kyle fanboy moment, right? I look on Twitter, it happens to see, and it comes up in my feed, and Billy's like, I bought one of these drones, gonna be cool to check out, funny. It shit.
Pixie? The Pixie ship?
Pixie shit, man.
I thought you said something that rhymes with ship.
But the thing that was so funny was I told Billy the next day, I was like, dude, I made a fanboy purchase. He was like, what? I was like, I ordered one of those Pixie drones. He goes, well, I'm only doing it for the views. You know that. And I was like, yeah, but why did I buy
Is that
it?
one of those selfie
Hey,
drones?
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
And I was like,
drones,
I was asking myself, and I said, but why did I buy it?
It looks
I
like a
said,
drink box with freaking blades
when I-
on it.
When
doesn't
I
it?
realized what I had
There's my
done.
selfie drone.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Nice.
But when I realized what I had
That thing will
done,
rip.
that I had made a complete and total fanboy purchase. The next morning I got up. I go to their page. There's no cancel button
Oh no!
anywhere.
How much was it?
Oh, you don't.
$249.
How
What?
much? You could have played
What?
$5 slots. You could have played $5 slots all night for what you spent on that.
It was
Why?
like $289.
What?
Oh, geez.
You could have bought a spare Mini 2 for that, aircraft only, and used one of your existing remotes to like fly it.
So is it Billy's sexy voice or is it his good looks that you like best?
It's those
the
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
It's the eyebrows.
It's the eyebrows. I have
Eyebrow
envy,
envy.
man.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you guys,
see.
the first time I met Billy Kyle was in New York at the Spark launch. It was either the Spark launch or it might have been the Mavic Air launch event. Yeah, it was a Mavic Air actually. And I remember he came there with his girlfriend and he had driven all night and he had like parked his car illegally or something. And he was totally worried about like where he'd parked his car. But
Which he should be.
Billy's
Which
a
he
good
should
guy.
be in New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
in
sure.
New York, yeah. I've had vendors tell me we're going to deliver your stuff in Manhattan. We're going to charge you $100 to pay the parking ticket.
Right,
That's
right.
what
Because
that's
that's part of
the deal.
reality.
You know,
We don't have AC on here. For some strange reason, right now, the Pacific Northwest is in some kind of weird ass bubble. It's like here,
For cool?
it's only like 65 degrees here.
Oh, geez. Don't even say that.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and
we have an electronic thermometer in our backyard. It's 112 right this minute in my backyard.
It's
Yeah.
66 degrees Fahrenheit right
but
here in
it's a dry
Syracuse right
heat.
now.
But it's a dry heat.
It's heat.
Well, Kelly, you're coming up here, man. It's 66 at night right now, but I think it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be a
yeah.
little warmer.
There's no air conditioning at this house. You know the St. Lawrence River.
Well, you get a
cold.
nice cool breeze up there anyway, right off
The St. Lawrence is
river.
cold, and if you get hot, you just go jump in the water, and then
Right.
you're good.
Right.
I see Steve Carpenter in the chat. Hey, Steve. Good to see you.
Was okay? So here's the thing, and I've said this a couple of times, and I've actually commented on Kelly's video about it. Exo drones. Who all here knows? Because Chuck didn't realize that I told him, and I think Kelly, you didn't either. That when you type in Hubson.com,
No, I just did it. It worked.
It,
Yeah,
it
you're right.
goes to Exo drones, right?
Yep.
And that's only here in the United States. Anywhere outside of the United States, you type in Hubson.com, it will go to Hubson. Okay.
Yeah.
But to begin with, we were all noticing, they're Hubson clones, they're Hubsons. But then people started noticing, okay, there's minor little minor variations here and there. Maybe a little longer arm here, a little shorter this, whatever. But just little tiny things here, maybe cosmetic stuff. And then we come to find out that for some strange, weird reason, EXO, like I said, had all of the American business of Hubsan suddenly. So I'm asking Kelly's, because I know you've tested the drones.
Yeah.
And now, since people have been talking that the price was a little bit way too high, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but here in the last week or so, they have drastically reduced the pricing.
Wait, I'm on their website now. I'm going to go to shopping.
They've cut some stuff down.
Yeah. Let's see the Black Hawk.
So,
They went from $799 to $649 on.
Because that's actually a good drone. That $799 drone.
The Black Hawk 2 Pro is the
Xeno Pro. Right?
Orange.
Xeno 2 Pro. Is it a Xeno 2 Pro?
So it must be.
Yeah, I think it is the same as the Xeno. I liked that drone. The color saturation on the camera was off, and then the biggest issue was just the gimbal. The gimbal was about half the time it was level. The other half it had some skew to it, and so you just really had to pay attention. You can go into the app and you can adjust it, and then once you adjust it, it stays in place. But why do you have to adjust it? That was really the most frustrating thing for me. Is I should take off every time that gimbal should be level.
Well, I won't say anything about my Air 2S then, because
Kelly,
it took a couple of firmware updates to get it to where it would actually level itself.
My Mavic 3 had that problem.
You
Took a
mentioned the
firmware
gimbal.
update to get it sorted out.
And I'm talking about the Light Plus. Does it go above level?
Slightly. Are you talking about tilt up?
Yeah.
Yeah. They both slightly. Not anything like.
I mean, you're only getting 25 degrees on a DJI anyway, so.
Yeah. No, I don't even think it goes that much though.
Okay, as long as it's a little bit.
Yeah, but when you found out that you could bind it with that other controller, you were like, "Oh man,
You can." Yes, you
But-
can.
well, okay, so-
It's gonna start shipping. The Mavic 3 is gonna start shipping with the other.
About the Mini 3 then. Are any of you guys going to use the vertical, like the vertical camera situation?
If I had it, that would be a selling point.
I tried it, but it's not for me. I don't do TikTok stuff. But the camera pivoting up almost vertical though. Now that's
I don't do TikTok either, but YouTube Shorts, like YouTube Shorts,
right. You use it for that too,
because they have to be at least 1 pixel higher vertical than horizontal. Like it can be 501 by 500 and it'll work. But yeah, that's kind of cool. However, did you guys know that the Evo Lite is supposed to have that? There's actually a video that Evo made about, or Autel made about it having the ability to switch the camera over, but it doesn't work. And so I'm wondering if it's still just a firmware update or something.
Hopefully, if it could mechanically do it, it would be just a firmware update away. You would think.
That would be cool.
But I like the fact that the camera on the Mini 3 will go almost up. That's
what the Parrot, like the
Anafi did.
The Anafi did that. Yeah.
So for me, like I love flying bridge porn, as I call it. So to be able to fly under a bridge deck and pivot up, that'll be good.
I got the thing for your bridge porn.
Oh no!
You guys seen this guy?
Was this the Insta360 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna pull that out. The sphere.
Yeah. So I flew with this last weekend at the meetup. It's the first time I used it, and the video we got out of it was amazing. However, there's two things. Number one, it really impacts the stability or the levelness of the drone. The Air 2S,
I would think so.
It doesn't struggle with this, but it threw off the camera on the Air 2S. It really messed that up. And then the flight time.
I've got one.
Oh yeah, you're carrying some extra payload there. I just picked up the 1-inch sensor Insta360, so I'm looking forward to using that for vlogging. I think that'd be more my speed. But
one thing on that camera, Kelly, I learned don't use it in this heat. Works really good in the early evening when it's cooler.
Yeah. You don't want to use it midday.
I put 2 batteries with it. You're only going to get 12-15 minutes of battery.
Well, that's something we've been talking about. That's something that this little dude has an issue with.
Can you order, Brian, can you order a spare battery for that thing? Actually by itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I only have the one battery.
Same here. And I already, in fact, I need to order another one. Actually, though, that battery lasts a pretty good while.
It does. It lasts enough flights. And did you use the app at all to start and stop it, or did you just start it and go?
Yeah, that app is worthless after that drone's 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have much range. But I was
So
just wondering, maybe you hovered in close and then you reconnect. No, I just started it, flew. So you guys all know Kai, right? I was shooting. He had a VTOL. He was flying this VTOL plane. He really likes flying FPV planes, and he's good at it. And he was buzzing us, and he was kind of coming in low. We had this tent set up, and we were sitting under the tent. And I had the sphere going, and he was going right under the Air 2S just to get some cool shots. And I got some cool shots. Anyway, then he comes in, and he ran into a building.
No!
Boom! That VTOL went into a million pieces. And poor Kai, man, he just had heart surgery.
That's the last thing he needed.
I think his heart broke even worse. You know.
Is it a styrofoam?
Yeah, it's a
it just explodes in the little pieces.
It's the ZMO VTOL, the same one I crashed. So what happened is I had gotten an offer to review one, and I said yes, and then they sent me 2 of them, and so I crashed the first one, pretty bad, like it was beyond repair, and then I reviewed the second one, and then I ended up selling it to Kai at a good price. He was real happy with that. And then I gave him the second one for spare parts. So he's going to try and Frankenstein the 2 of them together.
Nice.
Crashed and make one good one out of it.
Frankenbird.
Okay. Franken VTOL.
So here's my theory on why XO has all of the U.S. business from Hubsan.
Oh, they bought it.
No, I don't. How, you think they bought it and just automatically? I think they did, because the way that he talked, when he was on with Kelly, Kelly Jr. Is that what you called him?
No, the guy from XO. He's Junior. I just call him Junior. He looks like he's 18.
Junior. I thought his name was Charlie, wasn't it? Something like that. Anyway.
Charlie Cannon. He's like 25, but yeah, he looks
okay. Anyway, like a maintenance service contract. Think about it. So they could because he was talking with Kelly about how they handle all of the maintenance. They handle all of the
I don't think he said maintenance. I think he said support. They have a support team. So if you go on their website and Mark, actually one of the guys that helps me with the live stream, he got on the website and was chatting with somebody, and the guy responded right away. So he got a live person, as one data point. But they handled some of the engineering, but I don't think they handled the actual like if somebody sent one in, that probably goes back to China, or they send a new one from China and just scrap the old one. You know, those things.
But you get what I'm saying? It's more like they're providing a service. It's like if you franchise McDonald's or something.
Yeah, but they're basically what they're doing is Hubsan didn't know how to market to Americans, right? I mean, if you ever go to any of these Chinese, not of course not DJI because they're good at it, but any of these lower end Chinese companies that make drones, their English is terrible. It makes no sense. You know, it's like enjoy your special moment. You know, who says that, right? No, that's all this stuff. I've actually offered, I thought about this as a business, to rewrite these websites for all these companies that are selling good products, but their marketing sucks.
Their books and their marketing is all
their manuals are always really weird to read. And it's because they're not hiring a native speaker. And I guess if I had to do
using Google Translate to make their books,
that's what they're doing, I think. Anyway, I think they just hired him to be sort of the face of the U.S. company and to help them with their marketing. And I got to say, I get ads all the time for XO. Those things pop up everywhere. They're spending a fortune on that. And I just click on them to charge them that 5 cents, I'm like, I'm going to 5 cents to XO,
It'll all add up. Yeah.
But I guess the whole point is, like I said, what's odd is typing in Hubsan.com and it says XO.
Yeah, but that's a new thing. That wasn't Hubsan.com was still Hubsan.com 2 weeks ago.
That was about when it flipped. About the time he came on your show, it had already flipped. When he was on your show, it had already to where you could not go to it. Because Ron was on here talking about, it's like there's ways that you could test it on, you can use the dark web, and I think they were all talking about different ways.
You could use a VPN or something, or there are ways that you could get to the Hubsan website. Do you guys remember the Hubsan? Was it the X4? That little tiny line of sight drone was one of the most popular first drones that came out. It was a Hubsan. No, okay. Yeah, this was just a little drone that, you know, line of sight, no camera, nothing like that. And it was I just remember it being that one and the SEMA X5C were the first two toy drones that I just kind of fell in love with. And the Hubsan was smaller and had prop guards, and then the SEMA was bigger and was for outdoors.
Yeah.
Shows not for sale.
Huh.
Click on the drone. Wow.
So if you could set up some sort of a VPN into Canada, you could check it out. I wonder what happens in China.
I don't know. That the whole situation just very odd. That's why I thought that there was that there had to be some contractual thing, because to reroute the traffic completely to the Lexus version of Hubsan drones. So, I was like, well, it seems to me that there's something more there.
Well,
but anyway,
as I've said, my opinion on EXO is that if they really would price their products to fit that niche between toy drones and DJI, I think they'd do really well. The problem is they're bumping up against DJI prices, and so why not just buy a Mini 3 or even a Mini 2, right? I mean, a Mini 2 is a better drone. Why not just buy that if you're going to spend that amount of money?
Yeah.
You know?
And man, the Mini 2 was cheap yesterday, Prime Day. Holy crap!
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they had
and of course the Action 2 is still cheap. They dropped it down to $299.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Action 2 is still cheap. That's right.
I just got the microphone for that thing, and I really like it.
Oh, did you get you got the competition of the Rode Wireless Go 2?
I have the Rode Wireless Go 2, and I love it for my DSLR. Like, it's great, but for the Action 2, the reason I like it is because you can stick it right in the side.
Yeah.
In the USB-C, and it just fits on there perfectly. Yeah.
Nice.
I like the Rode and they're pretty much the same thing. There's a little bit of difference, but if you're using an Action 2, I like the DJI mic.
Okay, back to the Pocket 2 for a second. Should I get the Creator combo?
Yes. Yes.
And reasons.
The handle. This go-to handle on the bottom makes it.
Handle.
So like the regular Pocket is this guy right here. The handle is what makes the Pocket 2 look longer. But anyway, this has a wireless mic built into it, which is really cool. Wi-Fi's built into it. It has the quarter 20 on the bottom. Dude, just get the Creator's Kit. You'll have the wireless microphone that comes with it. That's pretty awesome.
Does it?
Okay, it works well. I use that wireless microphone.
It works really well. But the only bad thing about the wireless mic is the dead cat falls off just like it did on the original Wireless Go. It's a piece of crap. It's the crappiest design ever. Don't plan on having it stick around very long. It'll be gone.
So what should you do to cut down on just
wind
go
noise?
with it? Yeah.
Well,
what's the purpose of having a dead cat and not having one that stays on?
Well, you might just have to get creative with silicone or something. Just put a little dab of silicone and never take it off until you really need to. Big deal.
Oh, so you're more aggressive.
Kelly has a suggestion that's not as aggressive as silicone. It sounds like the way he looked at me. I think he's got an idea.
Okay, but no. Here's the thing. I don't plan on keeping. I don't
fishing line around it.
I don't plan on keeping the camera. It's going to go back after the vacation.
Silicone isn't super glue. You know, it's like anyway. Well, then if it falls off, you just say the freaking dead cat falls off. That's why I'm bringing it back. It's gone. The dead cat's gone, and I don't want this pile of crap anymore.
Yeah, that was a good deal, too.
Good return excuse.
He was talking about the Air 2S Fly More combo was on sale, too.
It was. Yeah, I saw that. But
I already have one, so yeah.
In fact, the Mini 2 Fly More was so cheap. I was almost like, shit, should I buy another one?
It doesn't give the price on that thing.
No, he doesn't know yet, but my grandson's getting this one. But I'm gonna. Here's the thing. I think the best thing for me to do, and I want to ask your all's opinion on this. I think what I should tell him. I'm not going to give it to him right off the bat because I did give him a Tello, and he's doing pretty good with it. And I've tried to talk. I'm going to try to introduce him to drone blocks also, so that he can program it some. Also, he's been flying the Tello, doing flips and stuff like that, but he's getting kind of bored. So what I figured I'd do is give him my Mini 2. but I'm going to tell him for now he's only borrowing it. I'm going to take him and show him on the internet
Bill.
how much it costs to replace it and say, now I want you to take care of this for me. And then I'm going to tell his father that if he crashes it, you need to replace it. And then
$300 to replace the drone only is $300. That's not with the battery though. The lost.
That's what I said.
battery.
So that's not too bad.
Oh, they're dirt cheap. They're disposable. That should be your stunt drone. Your Mini 2 should be your stunt drone for a camera drone anyway. You can send it like Pearl Harbor, one-way trip and like.
Let me put. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. My grandson is already in accelerated classes at 8 years old at his school, so he feels kind of, but he's really, his mind is really into this stuff. So
Yeah.
I would love for it to see his mind expand more, because he's probably going to get into editing and learn stuff and do stuff that none of us have even thought about yet. So I'm like, sure, please, Luke, please. Yep. Go
Cool.
right ahead. Learn, my young man. So that's part of, because I just want him to do that kind of stuff rather than find stupid things to get into. So especially since he already specifically, hounded me about the Tello to begin with. He just kept calling me, Grandpa, when are you going to come down and help me with this? And the one that we had set so long with the battery in it that when you tried to reset it, it bricked. So I got a spare battery out of it for my others, which was cool. So anyway, but yeah, that's my plan, is to let him borrow it until he, so he will treat it with more respect than if it's just Grandpa handing it to him. Because he'll crash it into the house within inside of a week if I say, here, it's yours.
You're an awesome grandfather.
How old is he?
That's awesome.
8.
8? Okay.
8. And he's already in the gifted program at school.
No, he's really 16, right, Bill? Right, Bill?
No,
he's 16.
He's all over. He's all over my page, man. He's all over my. You can see him all over.
I mean, as far as flying, he's 16.
No, he will. He only he flies the Tello in the house. I never let him go outside.
Yeah.
They have like a big family room that he can fly it in, and nobody bothers him, so he can do all that stuff there. But I took the Tello down there when we had a family gathering, probably about 3 weeks ago, and except for the really, really, like, I think he was about 4. I was trying to fly, and I kept feeling something pulling me down. I want to try. And I was like, hang on, wait, just hold on, and I kept looking around. Where's this child's parent? And anyway, but he kept trying. And here finally, I thought he had gone. And the next thing I know is I can feel something suddenly grab my hand and my thumb, and I see the drone dive towards the house. And I'm like, oh my God. And at which time I'm like, and I jerk it up and I look down and I go, fudge. And my grandson looks at me and he goes, and he just started laughing out loud. And he goes, you didn't want to say fudge. So anyway,
he knows those words.
Finally, I had to reason with the little child. I said, look, I promise I'm not going to go play with your toys if you don't play with mine.
Yeah,
I won't break that toys if you don't break mine.
That finally worked.
Let me ask you a question. My cardiologist today was talking to me about his 5-year-old son, if I thought he could try a drone. What do you think?
A Tello would be great.
If maybe a Tello with the prop guards.
Yes.
I was going to take a Mini 1 out there.
I would think a Mini or a Mini SE would be with prop guards in the house.
What happens if he grabs at the props?
Yeah. There you
go.
go.
It's not going to hurt.
I mean, I wouldn't.
The Mini's not going to hurt.
But
The Mini's not going to break his skin.
Don't they have prop guards for the Mini?
It might break a 5-year-old bone.
Slap
but it
some
won't
prop
break
guards
his
on
skin.
it.
Prop guards for a Mini 1.
You guys understand. We got to toughen these kids up a little bit.
They'll learn their lesson. They'll touch the props once. He'll touch the props once.
Hey, Dad, is this battery any good? I don't know. Lick it, son.
There you go. The 9-volt battery test.
Renowned cardiologist, so he could probably fix it.
Are you feeling better, buddy? I thought you weren't going to make it. I thought you said you were.
Well, I got a little ginger ale tonight instead of Coke. I had to come on the show tonight because I heard somebody's got a new Mini 3 Pro.
Yeah,
there are a couple of them.
I showed it off in you can see my decorated case if you'll see
Yeah, where's
here.
your Ready Set Drone sticker? Flip it over.
It's no, the Ready Set Drone sticker is on the Air 2S case.
That's where the
All right.
Covaction sticker is too, right?
That's really my
Wow.
my goal is to have a
There's the
sticker
old
on every
card
case in
sticker,
America.
you know?
There you go.
Look,
That's
look
more.
in the middle.
Yeah,
Look,
go back.
Kelly. Look
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that
I
top
know,
sticker.
There's the
Wow.
old fart sticker
You're
right
breaking
there at
my
the
heart
bottom.
there. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm not part of the cool club.
Old
You're just
fart
not.
right there.
You're just
And
not. Keep
Here
trying.
you go, Ron.
Just kidding.
all in the case.
On all its glory.
Bill, I just have the little case, man, just for the drone.
Nice, Bill. Nice.
That's
I
it.
like the blue in there, Bill.
It's a GPC, but did you notice it doesn't say GPC on it? It says DJI.
Yeah, you stick the sticker on there.
There's
Nice.
there's my laptop.
Look at all those stickers.
That's,
Gentle Mikey, as I
Yeah.
like to call him, is sending me stickers for from Fly Zone to give away here on the show.
Hey, Kelly, send me your address. I'll get you some old fart stickers.
okay. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Put them in the private chat. I'll hook you up too.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
I'll put them on there, man. I definitely like to
Okay.
rep all the other drone
I have a
channels
few
and-
hundred left here. Yeah.
All right, yeah. You
I
see,
can- I
got,
can send you
River
some
City
stuff.
there. I got Tech
Yeah.
Shark Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your flight crew there, and you got Eat More Possum. Good. I got to Eat More Possum right there. Yeah, it's
More
like
possum
it's,
got a sticker.
it's like
I'll be
yeah.
damned.
Check it out.
I'll be damned.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the Mavic.
That's
I like
Chris Hope.
I like Chris's I
that's
like
Chris
Chris's
Hope right there.
stickers.
Mavic 3K. Stay there.
I like Sunrise's meter stickers. Those are
Yeah,
great. The confidence meter.
The confidence meter. He did this Big Al sticker, and then this right here. This is you see the
The Mavic
dinosaur?
3K.
That's me. I'm the
Nice.
PV dinosaur.
Nice.
Yes. So, Bill, I was ready for your Star Wars, event here. I have my Star Wars picture pulled up here.
Bill's got to get his earbuds back in, Bob.
Oh, okay.
He's putting his ears back on.
Wait a minute. Oh my God.
Bill, get the left and right sync there.
Yes.
Bob, I just
left
put
and
my
right.
address in the chat for the
Oh, for
Premier-
Bob.
We,
Yeah.
Okay.
we
Yeah.
see it in the private chat. Yep.
All right.
Gotcha.
And
I
then,
got
and
it.
then my other case. See,
Got
that
an
y'all
envelope
love
right
this.
here, ready to go.
All right.
So
Look-
is that your old tell case?
This is my mini 2 case. See,
Oh.
see, it's got, and this is what my
Yeah, you
grandson's
got
gonna
your
see.
Grateful Dead there in the
So
middle.
the Luminar's on it, the Steely in the middle, the clear
Yep.
coast to coast drones. But ready for this? Ready for this?
yeah, let's see. Whoa!
Fucking evil.
Last of the gladiators.
Yeah.
But see what it is? It's the cycle.
Yes.
Actually, because there's still a toy company that makes them now.
Is
So
that
I
the one
actually
you
have
pump up?
one. Well, yeah, you do the little crank thing.
Or you peel the thing out.
This one you put it in, it's like a little cog key. You crank it up and then you turn it backwards and it shoots off.
Nice.
So
All
anyway,
right,
but
all right, so talking of Star Wars, who can name this one?
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
snap. I should know that too.
Oh, that's
Planet Hoth.
One of the Federation fighters. I
Yeah.
know that.
snow speeder. What am I
No
saying?
speeder. You got it, Bill. This is my favorite. This is the one that shoots the. It's got the little gun in the back, and it shoots the tow cable, and then it wraps around those big walkers and drops them. I always thought this was the coolest one.
okay. There's my Star Wars image.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's really creepy.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
One of my employees did that one year for me for some event. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know who did the voice? You know who did the voice of
Yoda?
Frank Oz.
Frank Oz.
Oz? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Muppet
this is the
extraordinaire.
wrong panel to try to pull shit like that.
Yeah,
up.
Fozzie
Yeah,
Bear.
I know. I
all
always
the great
do this,
Muppets.
Gen
Yeah.
X stuff to people, and then I realize, oh, I'm not.
Well, the thing
Waka
about it,
Waka 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 Waka
we're,
was
we're at
Fozzie
the,
Bear.
we're
right?
at the
Fozzie
squirrel
Bear.
point of the show.
Yeah.
So since I'm a Trekkie, and I think Ron may have started, and I would like to ask the people in chat as well as the people on the panel who may or may not be Trekkies like me, what they thought of Strange New Worlds. And Chuck mentioned that he was really a big fan of TOS, the original series. At which point I said, if you will watch this series you will fall in love again because Chuck, turn your camera on.
I
Guess
had
what?
to get something for a second.
Guess what?
I'm
Guess
good.
what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what episode they remade for the finale?
Trouble with Tribbles.
No.
No.
Balance of Terror, the one where the Romulans brought the Warbird in and blew all of the damn space stations all to hell.
Was
and then
that,
closed it
with-
away.
with,
No,
Khan?
I haven't watched it yet. Don't give too many spoilers out.
No, so I was with Chuck. I really liked the original series, and I loved Next Generation.
I love Next
watched
Generation.
That. I watched
Yeah.
TNG growing up, and I
Yeah,
and
Next
then
Generation
everything
may
after
be
that has
better,
been
Kelly.
kinda hit or
Maybe the
miss.
best one.
I love Picard.
Picard.
It took me a season to fall in love with Patrick Stewart as Captain of the Enterprise.
I used to have actually action figures, and I had a friend. He was a big fan as well, and he was more of the original series. He would come over. He would bend Picard over and put Kirk behind him every time he came over to my house, and he'd say, "Who's the captain?"
That's just that's just wrong.
It is
It's
wrong.
just wrong, man.
Here's the thing: the reason that I literally watched Toss
It's funny, but
avidly. I watched it, and I watched the original Batman with Adam West. I literally was a card-carrying member of both, and I'm going to go ahead and say this: what was it? Back in Virginia, we got 3 channels: the ABC, NBC, CBS, and I think it was WKPT TV in Kingsport, Tennessee. I was a member of the Batman Club and the Mickey Mouse Club. All right. And I would watch Star Trek with my dad every Saturday. So I grew up with Star Trek. So
But Bill, I may have you topped. I watched the Batman. I'm so old. I watched the Batman's live when I was like a
Me too.
little kid or whatever. And I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
the Green Hornet also, which was kind of a
Yes.
spin-off.
You mean live? As in on live TV?
Ron, I'm
They
not
did it-
that young.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
watched
that
on.
young.
I watched Batman on ABC when I was like 6, 7 years old or whatever.
Right, and like I said,
Back then
I
we
watched
called it
them on the-
radio.
I was gonna say I was watching them on the ABC affiliate, which was WKPT TV in Kingsport, Tennessee. I get what you're saying.
I saw some of the Star Trek episodes, not all, but
I didn't
watched
see the
some of
Star
them
Trek
actually
episodes.
live
I
for the
didn't-
first time,
Yeah.
on live TV.
But I didn't say but Batman was like what 69 through 72 or something, or was the series?
Yeah, that was earlier. Now
It was earlier than that.
It was like
All right,
66.
anyway.
All right, so
67,
this was
68.
70s and early 80s, but what about Battlestar Galactica, the original of that? I loved that
Oh
show.
yeah,
Go
and the
Yeah.
girls
Yep.
in the spandex.
I love the Ponderosa too. I love the Ponderosa too.
Well, and Buck
I just cannot
Rogers,
believe we're
with
not
Buck
talking
Rogers
Lost
with
in Space.
what was
There
Buck
was more
Rogers?
spandex. Aaron, what was her name? Aaron, what was her? The hot
Yeah,
chick in the
yeah.
spandex. Yeah.
But wasn't Lauren Green like the captain?
Yep.
He was, yeah.
I was like,
Agree with
it's,
that,
it's
yeah.
like Little Joe. I mean, Starbuck.
Toss.
Yeah.
It was Starbuck and Boomer and
Yeah.
Apollo, and then every time my dad used to always say when they push the throttle, they would all go back like this, and he says, "What a bunch of wimps! Nobody should go back like you. Just hold your head up."
but the Cylons were like updated Tolics.
Yeah,
But remember how Doctor Who the Tolics are
Yep.
just kind of like these. I don't know what the hell you would call it. These
Salt and
so-
pepper shakers.
So
Yeah,
Chuck,
yeah,
you were,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
mentioning the beautiful ladies of sci-fi. On Doctor Who, there was a woman because he had different sidekicks.
Oh.
Lena, she was
Lena was my. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
come on.
Lena.
We gotta
That
go
was my
back.
favorite Doctor too. That was
7 of 9 Star Trek.
the '80s
Jerry
Doctor.
Ryan.
What was Tom? Tom, what was his?
Jerry-
The guy who played
Jerry
him.
Ryan, 7 of 9. Jerry
No,
Ryan.
I was so glad to see 7-9 appear on Picard.
And she still looked good, man. That was like, I
Yeah.
was like, gee.
That's the best thing about sci-fi are the hot chicks.
Oh, and what was her for Enterprise? The Vulcan girl, Blaylock, Jolene Blaylock. It's funny how
I
can't
always had a
I
thing
can't
for
remember any of the
Counselor
male
Troy.
character names.
That's funny.
What were the male characters? Who were they? But anyway, I'm telling you, it's
Ginger Ale.
very. Chuck, I think you would thoroughly enjoy Strange New Worlds, and I'm going to predict if it has
What's it
one
on?
more-
What's it
Yeah.
on?
It's
What-
on Paramount Plus.
Okay,
Bill,
I got that.
I'm gonna start watching this
I don't
week. I just
think I
finished
have-
Picard season 1.
Yeah,
Dude,
Paramount.
Ron, I tried to watch that and I honestly didn't like it. Picard.
You have to watch like at least half the episodes before it really kicks in.
Because I watched I probably watched 3 episodes and then I gave up. It was
you
on
just need a couple
CBS.
more
I think it was like
episodes and you get
CBS
home.
Plus or something, right?
Or
Peacock Plus, maybe.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I got it just so I could watch that, and I was like very disappointed.
Yeah, you should have stuck for a few more episodes.
Okay, here's the thing. Can I want to say this. I got into Discovery for about I watched the 2 seasons really hard, and then they kind of lost me. And I've watched the Space Station, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
I've watched Enterprise. I've watched none of those have really given me the Roddenberry original series vibe. It's like I'm watching the original series with the best updated, it's like when they refurbished the original series and added all it's like, oh wow, they really refurbished the original series because they're tying in loose ends. We're meeting people, you're seeing people in positions, people that, like, if you follow Star Trek, they really talk about what happens to Christopher Pike in the cage, right? He's all melted up and gnarled up, and then he's in the menagerie later on, and he's just kind of riding around like a little, and he can't talk or anything, right? And they take him back to that funky planet. Well, and then he explains, they explain to you that he knew his future, but he went into it anyway, and that was why he was awarded the medals and da-da-da-da. That's part of the original lore. But, here's the thing. He sees this and foreshadows it, and through the whole, you just got to watch it. You got to see it, because even like the original series, he knew he was going to die, but he still went.
Capture Life Connection said, so about that Mavic 3.
What's wrong with the Mavic 3?
Mini 3.
Oh no, that we're just so far off topic. That
He's trying to help get the train.
I just thought it was funny.
No, here's the thing. Hey, Stevie, if we have like a format to the show, a beginning and a middle, and hang on,
there's a format.
Wait. There's a beginning, a middle. There's a beginning, a middle, and a squirrel,
and lots of squirrels in the middle. They kind of like they're like the glue that holds the show together. Are the squirrels?
We're at squirrel now.
Yeah, I mean, like part of the show theme, the squirrel theme, squirrel.
We didn't do too bad because
squirrel.
We've gone because at the beginning it said that DJI was still king, and I did address that. We talked about my Mini 3 Pro arriving. I've actually addressed that twice this evening. We did address the SD cards and what we thought. I've even got them written down because that's what I want to get. We did address the drone meetups, which I said what Kelly's summer plans were, but I didn't ask if we were invited. I thought it would be a little bit too forward of me, although we were making a joke about that before we went live. We did talk about the XO prices going down and what we thought. We did say that we thought it was too beneficial, and my idea of a maintenance contract was shot to shit. Then we went squirrel. Yeah. So that was the plan. Look, see, it's written down right here.
Then it must be true.
It's written there.
It must be
Hey,
true.
Kelly, look at the chat. Brad's agreeing with me. He's saying you need about 5 episodes of Picard.
Yeah.
I still couldn't do it.
So Michael Wright said the same thing. I should watch and he said the 3rd season of Picard will be in 2023.
Yeah, Kelly, you really have to wait. It doesn't get good until Picard gets into space. Like the first couple episodes, he's on Earth.
That was
gets
probably what I had part of an issue. I'll go back and rewatch it. I wanted to like it, so the fact that you guys are telling me I should give it a little more chance, I'll go back and rewatch it.
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
I predict that CBS may attempt to bring this Star Trek to prime time.
Get out of here.
I think it may happen. When you watch it, you'll see it's segmented into commercials already. It's already ready to go to network television.
You ever seen those drones they make, the quads they make, where they look like Millennium Falcon, or they look like the Enterprise or whatever? I always thought those were kind of cool. Air Hogs made a couple of those.
I have that. I have an Enterprise and a Falcon.
Yeah, and they didn't fly great, but they were just kind of fun. I had the Millennium Falcon. Was it the Airhogs one, Phil?
No, the Millennium.
Was it kind of foamy, like soft?
No, not the one. The one I've got, Scott. It's like small. It's a little one.
Yeah, it was small. Anyway,
this was that foamy though.
And it had lights in the back. You push a button and the lights would go on, like afterburners kind of thing.
Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of cool.
They were really cool.
But the ones that the Propel Star Wars drones, they flew awesome.
Really?
I've still got one of the X-wing fighters, and they flew incredible. I love it.
Hold on. Let me ask you guys. Airhogs. You guys all know this company?
Yeah, heard of them. Yeah.
So
time.
Back in probably 98, 97. They made this product. It was a airplane, and it had a air chamber in it, and you pumped it. So you put a pump up against it, and you pump it up like 50 times, and then when you started it, it had a piston that would go up and down, and that air would be released with the piston, and then you just threw it. Man, that was the most fun. Did you have one of those, Bill?
I remember those.
No,
I didn't
sir.
have one, but I remember seeing them.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, so we went out to West Texas for New Year's over 99 to 2000 with some friends, and I bought 2 of those, and I remember taking them out there, and we were just like everywhere we would stop, we would pump it up and throw it, and then have to go climb a tree to get it down. That was, I mean, it basically there was no control of it, but it would fly because that air was let out at a slow rate. It would fly for a good 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, you would just throw it, and it would just.
Ooh, that's a lot of air time.
Yeah.
Hey, Cal, you said 1999, 2000. You mean the Y2K?
So that's why we went to Terlingua, Texas for Y2K, because if stuff was going to fall out of the sky, that's where I wanted to be.
All the satellites were going to drop out,
Remember all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. I was on the roof of a hotel here.
All the nukes are going to deploy.
Waiting to see what happened.
All right.
No, y'all keep talking because I'm going to do something while y'all.
Wait,
are
can you
bring
bring up this Airhogs plane? I just found a bunch of.
If you share it, I can.
Yeah, let me find it here real quick.
Let me go ahead.
About the X-wing fighter.
Hey, look, guys! Look what I found. I actually have 2 pre-made sticker packs. So I'm going to throw this in the chat. It'll take it a minute to get there. So we're going to say at return of the.
Man, that Millennium Falcon is like $200.
Oh, is that the Airhogs one?
Yeah.
The Airhogs one was it was rechargeable airplane or drone.
Let me do that. Oh, sure.
I gave mine away. I gave it away on May 4th. I think there happened to be a first Friday that fell on May 4th, but I just sent you the in the chat. I just sent you the link to that Airhogs video of this little toy.
Okay, y'all just keep typing that in if you want some stickers. I'm going to pull this down for now. You sent me the link.
Pulling up the.
Oh, over here.
Link.
Okay.
Yeah, you would just.
I totally remember those things.
Oh, God! I wonder if I get a strike. I can't play the music.
Well, just mute it. You don't need to. You don't need to.
Yeah,
hear it.
I won't share that part of it. Let's do that.
Like, we got suckered into that stuff as a kid. Like, that's so cool.
That was seriously one of the coolest toys. And I was like 30 years old at the time when I was into that. So you basically just pump up this little bladder with it, and then you would start the motor spinning, and then it just would go.
Yep, badass.
And fortunately, it would fly in kind of a circle. I think they had the rudder slightly.
They had it tipped that way, to set up to go in a circle.
Wow.
It's genius, really.
It does. I don't remember that. I really don't remember that.
Yeah, it's kind of like those rockets that you pumped up with water and
yeah.
Same idea, but this,
yeah, maybe I do. I do remember the goalpost.
The commercial's kind of cheesy because all the shots look fake, but it would just fly circles for about 5 minutes and then it would land. I thought it was
like a little simple
in some of my early drones.
It's engineering genius when you think about it. It used air pressure and they had the little bladder so the piston would go up, let the air out, and come back down.
It just
super
once it got
internal
going.
combustion, kind of, but without the combustion. Super cool.
Now it's telling me I have 3 entries.
Good engineering right there.
I can see more. What the hell? Oh, return to home. Marcel's saying return to home. That's why. I actually have 3 entries. Woo! We have 31 people here, but nobody wants to play. You're it.
Pigs do fly, air hogs.
Too long to type. Oh my God. All right, fine. I'll
copy and paste.
Nope. I'm gonna kill it. Y'all be that way. Still just
Aw.
saying 3. Everybody's giving me shit because I made 2.
I see more than 3 in there.
Here,
They
wait.
spell it wrong.
Hey, I got an idea. I just canceled it, right? It's canceled. Okay, y'all want it short? How about this?
Short.
Yep, gonna be short.
She never said that.
Hashtag short.
At least not when I pay her.
We love you long time.
Strong like mule.
Strong like hashtag strong
But
like mule.
Not burrow. Not burrow.
Too
Smart
long.
like mule.
Stomp Rocket. I was trying to remember the name.
Oh, I
All
remember
right.
those. Yeah.
400.
All right,
feet
how about
there.
this? How about this? Here it is. Hashtag ROTS. Bam. And into the chat. Short, simple. Nobody give me return of the short. ROTS. Right.
All right.
And what
with you.
about lawn darts? You guys remember lawn darts?
There was just a
Right.
thing on
Right.
Facebook.
Right.
If you survived these in the 80s or whatever as
the
a
most
kid.
deadly things ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my
we
sister's
actually
friend put one of those in the
Okay,
side of my
okay,
dad's
you're right,
car, and it
Bob.
didn't put a hole in the fender, but it
You're right.
dented really
You're
nice.
right. Old farts don't like to type. Jarts.
Charts. Now look what you started. Now you started something, Kelly.
that was you know how that started? What was that was the name that you played with the knife?
I used to play a game called like Territory or something with a knife, where you drew a circle and then you throw your knife and it had to stick in the ground, and then you just basically, however it stuck, you drew a parallel line. It was like it was kind of like not Tetris. Basically, that would be your territory. You draw a line, so you wanted to get big territories. It's hard to explain.
Having grown up in Southwest Virginia, our game with knives, I can't remember what the name of it was called. It was kind of like chicken, but you would throw. It was whoever could throw it to the closest to your foot without sticking it in your foot. And I was like, people got mad because I never wanted to play.
That's why you had the nickname Lefty, huh?
Gary, it's brats, not brats. If you're putting like
I got accused of being a party pooper because I never wanted to play. So
Gary stuff in the
we
chat.
actually.
What
had
about
8
Bloody Knuckles? Did you guys ever play Bloody Knuckles? You know that one?
Wow,
No.
this isn't very squirrel.
No. It was a game where okay. Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
Did being old enough, did you guys ever carry a comb in your back pocket?
Of course.
Yeah,
With the
okay.
big
That
handle
was
on
a
it.
thing. That was a thing back in the day. And so
Sure.
you would take your comb and you would set it on somebody's hand, and then you had to lift it up and hit their hand with it. And if they moved their hand, then they got a free swat on you. But if you got them, you got to keep going. That was Bloody
So
Knuckles.
Bloody Knuckles was
Yeah.
when they started bleeding, it was over?
Yeah, that was it. First one to draw blood won. Good. I mean, gosh, we look at today's world and we think it's kind of messed up, but I guess there were some messed up things back then.
All right, here we go. Here we go. It's ready now. We actually have 19 entries. 19 entries. The entries are now closed. And once the winner is up, please be sure to let me think. We'll figure it out. Ooh, it's actually throwing me in there. Hopefully I don't win.
Jim's droning wins again. God.
Drone. Oh, I've sent him stuff before. I think I still got you. To make sure.
File, huh?
I'm hoping I do, but just to make sure, please send your, because you know me and my short-term memory.
Squirrel. Rig.
Please send to me your address so that I can send it to you at deadthomas52@gmail.com. But that's only one pack. I do have another pack, but I will let you all think of whatever the keyword to give the other pack away is.
Hey, look at Capture Light Connections comment. He had a Floby back in his backpack to keep his hair. Talk about an item from the.
What did you? Wait a minute.
90s, the
Stevie
Floby.
had to have gone and Googled that.
Was that like suck cuts from like Wayne's World? Is that the
Don't you
same thing?
remember it like sucked your hair up and would cut it?
Yeah, that's
Like
what
an
Wayne's
act-
World's joke was suck cuts. Remember they did it in the movie
Yeah,
Wayne's World?
yeah.
Oh, it hurts! It hurts!
All right. So what's the other keyword? I have one pack. left. I've
Hashtag
already-
squirrel.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, that'll work. Let me kill this one.
Hashtag Bigfoot camel toe.
How about
Bigfoot camel toe.
hashtag Floby?
Yes.
No, we can't. It
Where
can't
are
be
those
long.
T-shirts?
It can't,
So,
it can't be,
so BFCT.
it can't be long.
T-shirts.
Hashtag BFCT.
Wait a minute. Bob's saying something about T-shirts. What?
Oh, sorry,
What
Bob.
happened
Sorry.
to the Bigfoot camel toe T-shirts?
I thought you
yeah.
sold them.
I thought I made some.
I thought you
I
did.
think I did make some.
They sold out, Bob.
No,
Okay.
none
Super
of my
popular.
shit, none of my shit ever sells because my designs, everybody thinks they're weird. Anyway, there we go. Mike got it.
Oh,
Is Star Trek too long? Is Star Trek too long?
Nah.
Is Star Trek
Nah,
too long?
nothing's too long, Bill.
Hashtag Star Trek. And did you notice earlier when Wedge and Big pointed out that I had screwed up on the proper return?
The
I
at
had
symbol
put at
instead,
instead
yeah.
of the whatever
Pound sign.
pound
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Well, I see a lot of hashtag squirrels, and that's not getting used, sadly.
Squirrel toe. I see.
Squirrel
yeah.
toe's a good
There's
one,
out there,
yeah.
too.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to. Squirrel Toe will be
squirrel nut.
since next week there won't be a show. I'm thinking about recording something this weekend and putting it up in its place.
Will you be in Vegas next week?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, you could go live on the strip.
Yeah.
I was gonna
You
say,
can come here to my place and go
Hey,
live. you
wait,
know?
wait. Here's the thing.
Yeah, live at Bob's
You got a
place.
free
Hang
room
on.
right here.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You're not going to be there, Bob.
That's
You're gonna be
okay.
gone. Anyway,
I got
here's the
somebody
thing.
here to
Here's-
let you in.
Okay, this is the first vacation my wife and I have gotten in almost 3 years with just me and my wife.
You still
And
gotta go on.
You want me to stop?
Show must
this-
go on.
You want me to stop in the middle of this vacation and go,
The show
Oh,
must go
dear.
on.
oh dear, right? But I can do a Ron. I can do a Ron and do a recorded show in its place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
or I could do a replay.
You could do a recorded show and set it as a premiere.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
With live
And
chat.
you can get a
I'm
green
just
chat
screen
in.
with Vegas in the background so people think you're actually live on location.
I'm sure
You
that
could
if I
go
could-
live from the big
The
wheel
Venetian.
there.
I could
Oh,
go live
yeah.
from the
The
Venetian.
link.
You'd
Yeah.
be- the
Well,
link, that'd be
that's what
badass.
I need to find
Live in the
somebody-
link.
Do they do that in the Venetian? Is there someone that will fan me with the? And I need to be sitting in the chair
Dude,
with
they'll
like a
do
lady.
whatever you want if you have money.
That's
Well,
right. If you pay enough,
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
anything there.
If you got
Please leave your
ideas,
shirt on.
just
Yes.
bring
Bring money.
Take you
Bring
to
your
Little
money.
Darlings.
Exactly right. Yeah.
They have a
I'm not-
sign up
see,
now.
here's-
This strip club
honestly,
called
I don't-
Little
I don't
Stand in
Darlings.
front of a go-go dancer and go live for us.
Here's the
Says
thing.
mask and clothing optional.
It'll be
You
the
know.
highest rated coast to coast drones
I'm-
of all time.
I'm
Show of
not.
all
But the
time
thing
in
about it,
desert.
I'm like people are
Yeah.
talking about the casino and stuff. I'm not a gambler, so I've never been attracted to it. It's never been big hoo-hoo to me. So we won't be doing any of that. We'll be mainly going to shows and doing attractions and.
So is she gonna let you go to one of the racy shows? Because like Lori always lets me go to one of the shows where the chicks are mostly naked, and then we trade off. We go to one that she wants to go to. But I always get the Chuck approved show, which is
I don't
Yeah.
have any.
Details.
I don't need to be looking at hamburger on the menu when I got, steak at home, and she didn't hear that. So thank God.
Just
whatever you
here
say,
on
Bill.
recording.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, I just told you this is the first vacation that we've had to ourselves. Like our daughter's not going with us. The dogs
Oh,
aren't
you'll have a
going
good
with
time.
us.
The place is-
Yeah.
the place
So
is awesome.
this is the first time we've actually just where we don't have to worry about.
You're not
somebody-
bringing a drone. Is
Hashtag
that
mostly
right?
naked.
No,
He's allocating the drone space for Viagra.
Yes.
no, I'm not.
Carry a
no,
lot of blue pills in place of a Mini 3 Pro.
I'm not gonna. It's
Like 2 months
I'm like,
supply.
I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like multiple short excursions, and
Yeah,
rather
well,
than
Viagra's
having to do
great for
blue.
that.
I don't know. No, I don't need blue pills. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. They'll just be like 6-minute sessions here and there.
That's right. The flight time on this thing is almost 40 minutes. I'm just
Yes.
saying. It's not an FPV drone. That's a
Yeah,
6-minute flight.
But they told me that I'm not taking my heart medication. Okay, so I don't need 40. I don't need 40 minutes. But like I said, we can go 6 minutes, and then we can go to a show. And then we can go 6 minutes, go get something to eat. We can go 6 minutes.
Best 6 minutes of her life.
And then Bill woke up.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I think you should definitely do all this at live from the strip or at Bob's.
Well, I'm gonna take. The Pocket 2 has like a built-in Wi-Fi module and all that stuff. So should be able to stream with it, right?
No. Can't
Doesn't
stream with the
have-
Pocket 2 as far as I know.
But you could stream
No.
to your phone. You could connect
You
it to
plug it
your
into your
Oh.
phone. Yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
Maybe you could use the live feed
Emo
from.
app, or I'm not sure how that would work.
What is the live app that people were cheating with and using
Zoom.
to stream
cheat?
with? The one that you can on your phone? No, it was
You mean
Prism.
Prism.
from a
Prism.
drone. Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be a drone, does it? It's just your screen, right?
It's a screen share, right?
Well, Bill, why even bother with the Pocket? Just from your phone, you could go live on YouTube or Facebook.
And just
from
use the
phone.
camera in the
You don't
phone.
need any of that.
Right.
Yeah, the jitterbug doesn't allow streaming.
We now know why Ron Brown is a member of the panel.
Why?
Yes.
He reminds me to use my brain.
Well, the
It's like
Pocket 2 camera is better than the phone camera. That's why I was resisting. But
Then,
24 frames as opposed
Chuck's
to
right.
30.
If you're watching on a 75-inch TV, if you're watching on another phone screen, it's no better.
that's true.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Everything should
yeah.
be made to look good on a 75-inch
But
screen when
the thing
possible.
about it is the Pocket 2 is going to get me much better nighttime
possible.
footage of the lights and stuff than the Pocket's going to give me.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is if I get this one and then take it back in 2 weeks, because like I said, I really expect them to come out with a big badass 1-inch sensor.
Pocket.
this time around.
You think a 1-inch or a 3/4? I'm thinking 3/4.
I think they're going to shoot the moon.
Four
man.
thirds.
I think they're going to shoot.
Holy crap! Holy crap! A 4/3.
Ooh.
Sign me up.
I'm predicting full frame.
Excuse me, I need to go smoke a cigarette.
I'll be like,
Wait.
here's my new Pocket.
They could take that Air 2S gimbal and put
Is
it
that a
on
Pocket 3 in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
It's never dark in Vegas.
I think they're going to use the
No,
3/4
I'm
sensor.
thinking
but
that.
maybe
Here's the thing:
one.
I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't have to use like, even at night, using like an 8 filter. Because I'm thinking I'm still going to get
What? No. Oh hell no.
No.
I'm not going to go out at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Like an
There's still gonna
ND,
be like,
but at 1 in the morning is when the most light is happening. I mean that's when, the strip. I shot a bunch of photos with my phone on the strip, and they turned out great. That just
Yeah,
no
the
no
neon
flash,
and everything.
there's so much. Yeah, it actually turned out really cool.
They will be cool
a lot
shots.
of ambient light here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it is interesting, and especially if you get it in the background. You kind of get some of those cool neon signs in the background. I think that would be really cool.
I just thought if it was diffused a bit, that it might pull more into the frame. I'll play with it and see because
I mean, not unless
an
you're trying
ND
to do
filter's
like
not
a-
going to
like
diffuse
a-
it. It's
unless
going to
you're
knock it
like trying
down.
to do like a slow shutter type of thing. Don't put the filter on at night.
that's what I'm talking about. Like if I'm doing a slow mo or something, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Because
only if you're at if you're De Blasio and you're trying to get the fountain with the water to get the motion blur, maybe, but not really anything else. I don't believe.
Let them mess around, see what happens. It's only
Yeah,
electrons.
experiment,
They're
Bill.
just
Thank you.
electrons.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chuck.
that's the fun. That is half the fun of it, honestly.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like this.
Experimenting.
Experimenting. I think
Exactly,
it's
you
just
know?
take good notes because your short-term memory is
And
like
if-
mine.
if-
So take
if
good
the
notes.
cool
Oh, I
thing
did this.
is-
That's right.
It
That
just
worked.
now dawned on me too. If I have the Pocket and I have the Pocket 2, my wife and I could be shooting stuff at the same time.
Uh-huh.
I've got filters that are going to be interchangeable for all that. I won't need to get any extra filters or anything, so that it's going to be easier to return when I get back. Plus, all I'm going to need to buy is some SD cards.
Just remember, Bill. Your phone only has the the electronic image stabilization, so that's no good at night. At night, your phone won't be steady. So the Pocket with this
Ooh,
electronic,
I could take the OM4.
Mechanical
it
gimbal
will
is
be
superior.
steady,
Yeah.
What about an OM4?
I was going to suggest.
Yeah, take your own for that'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I've got a spare 12 Pro Max that I usually use for when I'm flying the Mini 2. I should charge it up and take it with me.
Just make it your camera.
Well, or the monitor and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got the thing about it is that and the other thing too is the pocket. I've got all the crap for all the bells and whistles, the Wi-Fi module, all that stuff. So we can.
Yeah,
I want to say that the 13 Pro is definitely better in low light than the 12 was.
You guys were talking about a microphone for the Osmo Pocket. What is
Pocket
that?
2. It comes with if you get the creator kit, it comes with a wireless mic.
Does somebody have it? Can you hold it up? It's not the DJI mic. It's different.
Hold on, Kelly.
It's made. It comes with the kit. I don't know if it's DJ.
And it's wireless.
It's a wireless mic. It works. It's the receiver's built into the do-it-all handle in the pocket too.
See,
it's built into this, so you just turn.
I had no idea. So
and it's about the size of the handle of the Pocket 2.
Yeah,
okay.
The bottom part
Ron's
of the got it. Is it Bluetooth?
And it even comes with a little wind muff,
which falls off. But yeah, it comes with that.
No, if you slap it on right, it stays on good.
What I do with that thing right there is I plug the wireless Go 2 receiver into that receiver, and then put them both in my pocket, and then it wirelessly talks to this thing.
Right.
Wow.
So I don't have to clip it to the camera, and then I just have I'm wearing, of course.
It's a pretty cool.
Hey, Kelly,
accessory.
It's a pretty cool accessory. It works really
good. The
good.
first time, it syncs automatically every other time you use it.
The battery life on that thing's
it has
insane.
A built-in mic, right? It doesn't need a wired mic like a lav or anything. It's got a built-in one.
Yeah, it does. You can put a lavalier in there if you want to, but
you can. There's a port for a lav.
Okay. The seat on the top there. You can.
Yeah, I had a problem with that once,
but it only works with the Pocket 2.
I've never tried it with anything else.
I'm pretty sure it's only Pocket 2.
Yeah.
It might work with the Action, but I don't think so.
Never tried with anything else.
Yeah.
So there's no way to plug it into anything else, is what I'm saying.
No, but it works really great with this little dude right here.
Receives that.
Now, if you want your wife mic'd as well, though, then the only way to do it is like what I was. Yeah, well, then I use
the DJI mic has 2 transmitters.
Correct.
The other one does too.
Well, I'm not going to get anything before Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I possibly could. I didn't think about that. I could do something overnight from Amazon, I bet.
Well, you could just hand this little mic back and forth. You know what I mean? Like you could say something and hand it over to your wife.
They even sometimes.
But if she's going to be recording in the,
I have the stick for my from my wireless Go 2. I have the stick, so from the interviewing mic.
I have that same thing for the wireless Go 2.
Yeah, from small rig. I have a small rig one that works really great.
Same one. It just slots right in the top, and it's
so
great.
It's awesome.
For those kind
it's got like a little shoe on it. It's sweet.
Well, I'm not gonna. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't. Hang on. We started talking about this.
Did you get the stickers away, Bill?
We never gave anything away. We started talking, and my daughter's already pounding in the hall, and I can hear my wife in the
Well, you got all the entries in there.
We do.
You should.
I haven't even put any. I haven't even
put in hashtag Star Trek. Remember?
It says 11. 11.
Don't know what to say.
You mean like 11 from Stranger Things?
11.
11 from Stranger Things.
No, I thought it was ROT something.
That was earlier. We have one more.
That was earlier. Yeah. All right, hold on, you get some new ones. So refresh. No,
yeah. It does it on its own.
See, I see that. It's counting up. Okay.
There's 12 now. Woo! Woo! Oh, Brad's leaving. Bye, Brad.
See you, Brad.
You should type in @Star Trek before you leave. We're still at 12.
I think you did. I thought I saw it.
Or hashtag.
JSK's in.
Hashtag Star Trek.
Brad's got to go and watch Picard. He's got a couple.
Eric's in.
Hey,
Johnny's in.
Hey, they replay it every week.
Old 15. Farts is in finally. Bobby's in. Yeah.
15. All right. Woo.
16.
We're up to 16. All right. Cool.
I wish I could get subscribers like that.
Ron wants me to spin. Ron wants me to. We're 17. We're up to 17. Okay, I'm going to spin. It's spin. I've already sent you some, Mike.
Wait till it's legal. Get to 18. Wait till it's legal.
We don't have. Nobody's interested. They're like, no, we don't want. It's 18.
There you go.
Kurt came in. Here it comes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, 19. Oh, here we go. Let them roll. Woo woo.
Oh, Brad wins on his way out the door. Look at that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have
He
left.
already went to bed.
That's okay.
He's already snoring.
I can message him. I
Nice.
can message him.
Very cool.
You won.
Well, I haven't given them
Brad
away
from
in a while.
Virginia.
Cause see, I've got these really.
Way to
I've
go,
got
Brad.
I've got these really cool. Let me turn this off. I don't know why, but my British accent my British Southern accent is coming up.
I don't know what that is.
Come
It's
here,
something.
come here, cursor. It's running away. Ah, there we go. No, I've actually got these cool little. Got magnets now, man. See, and that's what I started giving away. Well, you can't see these that well, but because they're covered in
With my
plastic.
magnet on my refrigerator, Bill, my food stays much fresher.
I leave. I have fridge magnets that when my wife and I stay in the VRBOs now, we leave one on the fridge wherever we
Here we
stay
go. Yeah.
with a QR code on it.
No QR code. Just it's a refrigerator
That's
magnet.
cool.
It's coast to coast around.
Yeah. Nice.
So, and then of course I have
You
the
mean like these, Bill? The magnets like these?
yes. But where did you get the idea to get that, Chuck?
Me? I didn't wait for you. I've had 'em
Oh,
Screw you, I've had 'em for a while.
Brad's asking you for the email.
So
Brad Austin's asking you for the email again.
oh, you can. I'll just message you on Facebook, Brad. You can just send me your address that way, right?
you think you're the only guy who uses Sticker Mule? Is that what you think?
Yes, I am.
Well, you're not.
Well, when did you get your magnet?
I got the roll of these.
When did you
and
get
I have more stuff
I
coming
haven't,
tomorrow.
I haven't gotten the
Got
stick.
rolls of
What about
these.
the
I have
little- what about
keychains,
packing
coasters.
bags? The packing
Kelly will
bag?
know. He's getting all this crap in an envelope.
What about the packing bag?
I've gotten it. Yes.
Who should I cover? Who should I cover up? Cover up Fly for Fun show? No.
Oh, that's
Anybody,
mean. No, I don't expect you to cover up
oh.
anybody. That's not cool.
I'll put it somewhere. I'll find.
You have to get another laptop.
I really
Yeah, I
do.
don't-
I'm like I'm literally covering people up.
Yeah, that's
as a matter
not.
of fact, Joe Blaylock's sticker is right here, and it's kind of wearing off, and so I think I might peel
Poor
this
Joe.
off.
Aw, that's a high wear area.
Yeah, it really is. It's for some reason that must be where I.
It's where you flip it open and closed
Yeah,
or whatever.
high
Yeah, it's
wear
a high wear
area.
zone.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll
We'll put bills there.
We're well past, we're well past the witching hour for me. My daughter's still stomping up and down the hallway, and I've got to get to tend to her. So I'm very grateful to have had everyone here this week.
Thanks for having us.
There won't be a show next week. I think I'm going to record something unless I pull some crazy shit and she tells me because
Waiting
she's
for the
kind of
Vegas
hinted.
vlog.
Well, she's hinted at me that maybe we could do it. I don't know. Just to not even really do like a drone therapy, to just kind of we're live in Vegas. Hey,
That'd be
on
fun.
Wednesday night, but we'll see. I don't know for sure yet. I'm going to talk to her over the next day or two, and I may record something Saturday and then put it up next Wednesday. Either way, I will be back. We will be back in full force in 2 weeks. So please tune back in next week for whatever craziness I come up with, maybe something live from Vegas. And
Vegas
in the meantime,
vlog.
In the meantime, I'm going to go around the room and let everyone tell us what they may have coming up in the future, and they would like you to tune into their channel and see, starting with the late bloomer, Ron Brown.
Thank you, Bill. Sorry, folks, for being late tonight. A little under the weather today, but doing better now. I got my ginger ale in me. I did a test flight recently when I used the new DJI RC that comes with the Mini 3 Pro and with the Mavic 3, and I flew it. And I got some interesting results. I'll give you a teaser there. I won't say any more, but look for it soon on my channel. So back to Bill.
Okay, and next I'm going over to Bob.
Well, thank you all. I'm not going to have a show tonight or today or 2 weeks from today, but we'll start when I get back from this little journey here. But I will have a lot of drone footage. As I said, I got my EU drone license right here.
Yay!
And, I am legal. I've got everything registered. So, and I've got some helpers there. I've got a person in Florence that's going to take me out. And I've communicated with somebody in Turkey who is actually a drone flyer for the Turkish government. And he said he's going to take me out one afternoon. So we'll see what becomes of that.
Nice.
But thank you all for all the support and everything. And we'll see you all when we see you in a couple weeks.
Safe travels.
Sounds exciting.
And over to Brian.
It's that time of the month where I need to lose more subscribers, so I'm going to do another live stream Friday afternoon.
All right.
And I've got a new drone on the way. I won't say which one. It's already been said.
I know which one.
It doesn't have geofencing.
I know which one it
It's
is.
an Exo drone. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
You
They've
leak so
actually
easy.
sponsored him. He will have his own show on NBC in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't do NBC.
Okay, anyway.
With co-star and Charlie Cannon
Yeah.
Yes.
as the kid.
The kid. And go ahead, Brian. Are you done? You want more?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's
All right, over to Chuck.
Cove Action this weekend. A vlog from the Hudson River Valley, basically. Catskills.
And stay
Tune
tuned
into that.
for
Lots of Mavic 3
future
stuff.
Alaskan vlogs.
That's later.
Later.
gonna
And
be big,
finally, our guest this evening, the return of the shore, Kelly Shore.
Wouldn't it be returned to the shore?
Something like that, yeah.
So actually, speaking of, I was in San Diego recently, and I took my Evo Light Plus, and I've been flying that. I flew the Evo Light Plus in Denver. I flew it in Albuquerque. I flew it in Flagstaff. I flew it in San Diego, and I flew it. I'm trying to think of where else I've taken it. That might be it. But I've taken it on a bunch of travel. I'm doing a pretty in-depth review about the Evo Light Plus. So I really like it. I mean, don't bother watching because I can just tell you I really like it.
Oh, very, very
Really
cool.
good. Glad to
And-
hear
Look
that.
forward to your video on it.
I wanted to tell everybody, I now have a Mini 3 Pro, and I also have a Mavic 3, and I have flown it in my backyard, and in my front yard, and beside my car, and beside the pine tree, and in the neighbor's yard, and I really love
You
them
can
all.
fly
So-
it with a mouse. You can fly it on a house. You can fly it with a boat.
Green drones and
Everyone else
what?
is going to these.
You can fly
This
it
is
here. You can fly it there. You can fly it
Fly it
everywhere.
anywhere. Yeah, I love Dr. Seuss.
the DJI Mini 3.
It is great,
Pro.
and that remote
Anything pro,
control
pro.
works with the Mavic 3, so you only have to carry one little
Okay.
lightweight controller.
Let me get over here to the outro, and I want to say, everyone,
Hold on
thank
to
you
your
very much
speakers,
for
people.
thank you very much for being here this week. As far as I know, it's going to be a recorded show next week, but it may be a live show. It could be totally. If I do a live show, it's going to be totally squirrel. If I do a recorded show, who knows what the hell it's going to be. Anyway, with that being said, I will say see you for sure in a couple of weeks, maybe next week. Live long and prosper. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.